Here's a painful truth. Most people eventually learn too late. The world is not lacking hard-working people. It's lacking psychologically aware people. Because effort alone doesn't protect you from manipulation, bad decisions, or emotional chaos. Awareness does. Let's start with an uncomfortable truth. The modern world does not lack ambitious people. It lacks clear-minded people. People who can think without panic, observe without reacting, move without constantly exposing themselves emotionally. Because most people are not destroyed by lack of effort. They are destroyed by poor judgment, emotional impulsiveness, naivety, oversharing, short-term thinking, dependence on validation. And the dangerous part is, many people confuse these weaknesses with being good-hearted. But awareness is not cruelty. Awareness is survival. Today, we're breaking down 12 psychological principles that strategic people quietly live by. Not to become manipulative, but to stop moving through life emotionally blind. 1. Powerful people see more than they say. One of the clearest signs of maturity is controlled silence. Weak people react to everything. Strong people observe first. They understand something most people ignore. Information has value. Emotionally reactive people expose too much. Their plans, their frustrations, their insecurities, their next move. But psychologically intelligent people manage information carefully, not because they are fake, because boundaries create safety. The deeper the water, the calmer the surface. This is why truly powerful individuals rarely feel the need to constantly explain themselves. Silence is often strategic. 2. Intelligent people build networks, not lone wolf fantasies. Many people romanticize self-reliance, but history rarely rewards isolated individuals. It rewards coordination. The most effective leaders are not always the smartest person in the room. They are often the best at aligning talent. Real strategy is resource orchestration. Understanding who has what, who needs what value can be exchanged. Human society runs on value flow, and the people who rise fastest are usually the ones who understand leverage, not just effort. 3. Long-term thinking is a competitive advantage. Most people sacrifice the future to satisfy the present. Quick money, quick attention, quick validation, quick success. And because of this, they spend years chasing trends instead of building foundations. Strategic thinkers operate differently. They ask, will this still matter in 5 years? If the answer is no, they treat it as noise. Patience has become rare, which makes long-term thinking incredibly powerful. The modern world rewards those who can delay gratification while everyone else reacts impulsively. 4. Calm consistency beats emotional intensity. Many people mistake intensity for progress, but emotional bursts are unreliable. Real power often looks boring. Disciplined routines, steady movement, controlled decisions, emotional stability. This is why highly successful people often appear calm under pressure. Because panic destroys precision. Urgency creates mistakes. Consistency creates momentum. And momentum quietly outperforms chaos over time. 5. Boundaries are a form of social intelligence. Psychologically mature people respect invisible rules, not because they are submissive, because they understand social structure. Every environment has unspoken boundaries. People who constantly violate them eventually lose trust. Social intelligence is not only charisma, it's situational awareness. Knowing when to speak, what to reveal, what not to do, and how to respect space. Boundaries protect relationships from unnecessary friction. 6. Ambiguity destroys relationships. Many social disasters begin in unclear territory. Mixed signals, emotional ambiguity, boundary confusion. Strategic people avoid creating unnecessary misunderstandings, especially in sensitive relationships. Because emotionally intelligent people understand something important, prevention is easier than repair. Clarity protects peace, and self-control prevents chaos before it starts. 7. Emotional control separates adults from children. Most people are controlled by emotional weather. Anger changes their decisions. Fear changes their confidence. Validation changes their identity. But mentally strong people develop psychological distance from emotion, not suppression. Observation. They can feel emotion without immediately obeying it. This is rare because emotional self-mastery is one of the highest forms of freedom. When someone else can control your emotions, they can often influence your behavior, and behavior shapes destiny. 8. Information advantage quietly controls outcomes. Modern life is heavily shaped by informational asymmetry. Who learns first? Who understands faster? Who sees patterns earlier? Strategic people constantly gather insight, but they also understand another rule. Protect your own informational exposure. No more than you reveal. Because the person who controls information often controls timing, and timing controls opportunity. 9. Privacy is psychological protection. One of the harshest realities of human nature is this: not everyone celebrates your success. Some people compare, some envy, some quietly resent. This is why intelligent people often move privately. Not from paranoia, from awareness. They understand that excessive visibility attracts unnecessary pressure. The safest form of power is often understated power. Quiet success creates fewer enemies. 10. Dependency creates vulnerability. Many people desperately search for external rescue. A relationship, a wealthy mentor, a shortcut, a lucky break. But dependence exposes need, and visible desperation attracts manipulation. Psychologically strong people focus on increasing internal value first. Skills, awareness, discipline, capability. Because self-reliance creates negotiating power. The less emotionally dependent you become, the harder you are to control. 11. Strength changes how the world treats you. This may sound harsh, but the world often responds differently to strong people. Not because strength makes someone morally superior, but because competence changes perception. People naturally gravitate toward capability. Resources follow value. Opportunity follows usefulness. This is why emotional complaints alone rarely change outcomes. Growth does. The strongest answer to disrespect is often silent self-improvement. 12. Stop asking, "Why me?" Upgrade yourself instead. Many people waste years emotionally analyzing rejection. Why wasn't I chosen? Why was I ignored? Why did they leave? Strategic people eventually understand. Reality responds more to value than emotion. This doesn't mean life is perfectly fair, but it does mean personal evolution changes environments. When your mindset changes, your standards change, your circle changes, your opportunities change. Strong people do not obsess over being understood by everyone. They focus on becoming difficult to ignore. Becoming strategically aware does not mean becoming cold-hearted. It means becoming conscious. Conscious of human nature, social dynamics, emotional manipulation, power structures, and your own weaknesses. The goal is not paranoia. The goal is clarity. Because once you stop reacting emotionally to everything, you begin seeing the world differently, more calmly, more accurately, more strategically, and eventually, while others are still complaining about life, you are quietly building a future. Remember this: the most dangerous person in any room is rarely the loudest. It is usually the calmest person who sees the game clearly. If this video gave you a new perspective on psychology, strategy, and human behavior, subscribe for more deep insights into self-mastery, stoicism, power dynamics, and modern social intelligence.